Good Monday morning to you all.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing very well today. Very, very well. You and I separately experienced a lot of volleyball this weekend, didn't we?
I mean, I've been a gymnastics mom, a dance mom, a horse show mom, and volleyball is just one more.
I like you
all
best.
day, get in the car, drive far, far away, and sit there all day.
I like you best as horse show mom, then dance mom, but now volleyball mom. And
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm liking volleyball as much. I like the volleyball, but I don't like the ancillary things as far as getting there an hour and a half before you play to work ref. I get that's how it works. So
Well, one might argue that they're learning the game even better by being an intricate part of the reffing, but
I
that
do agree
drives
with
me
that.
nuts. Look at Ella's team.
now we got just pummeled for 5 straight hours, but won the last 2 games.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
See, we did the reverse. We came on really strong, had 2 great games, and then at the end. But the whole point of doing this is, all the touches on the ball. Get better, get better, get better. So hopefully you can play in high school. And our girls are so improved. And I'm really happy. That flight.
They do a good job.
They do. And that facility, the Michigan Sports Complex.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you'd be surprised that I didn't even know it existed.
I saw you there once.
Yeah, but prior to the last 2 years, I had no idea it was even there. That's a great facility.
Yeah,
You know
it
what
is.
else they've got is pickleball.
You know what is we need to do is we need to buy our own warehouse and set up our own volleyball courts.
I say half volleyball, half pickleball.
No. Half volleyball, half indoor soccer, 1/3 basketball. Okay.
We've got to throw pickleball in there because there's a lot of
The nice
disposable
thing about
income there.
pickleball, the nice thing about pickleball is you can make any of those courts into pickleball
Well, that's
courts.
true.
So we can do that.
Yes.
But it's just, and then our generation is dying to fork over money to improve our children's chances at anything. Anything. Take it, right?
Please.
Training. Oh,
Please.
training. Here, take
Please.
it, take it.
Yes, and I have no excuse.
No, we don't,
I
because
don't.
you either do it or you sit around and watch everyone else do it.
Right.
And that's just the way it goes.
Yep. And, we've been brainwashed
Yes.
to believe. I was talking to a mom today that her son played for yesterday, her son played for Notre Dame.
Okay.
Never even touched the football until 7th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
it
crazy.
just has this natural, incredible talent. I'm like, oh, you mean you didn't have him in like Pee-wee football at 3 years old? But it is. It's like ingrained in us. Like, well, if you're not giving your kids all these opportunities to explore,
Right.
you're not a good parent.
But at the end of the day, one thing that you need to be successful, and I think even at the college level for sure, is you need some God-given talent.
Oh, God.
You got to have that.
If you don't got it,
You got to
you're
have
not going
some.
to get it.
You got to have some talent. So that's enough volleyball for today. Interesting. Over the weekend, Michigan celebrated the anniversary of a highway speed limits being introduced, and so a couple questions for you. So
No, I can't drive 55.
No. So it was they changed the highway to 55 during the day and 65 at night. Before that, it was choose a safe speed.
I love choose a safe speed.
You do love choose a safe speed.
I choose a safe speed every day.
Do you?
I do.
What is that safe speed?
Just depends on where I'm at, what the environment is, but it's
Yeah.
usually somewhere right around 76.
A lot of times I have to go fast because I want to keep up with people and I don't want to put my family in danger by going slow.
Going too slow. See,
Mm-hmm.
My favorite thing is when you get north of Lansing, like north of St. John's, and
Go
it
120.
turns to 75.
Yeah.
That 5 miles an hour makes such a huge difference. Because then I feel like, okay, I can really go 80.
You go 85?
80
Okay,
like 83.
Both of us were traveling in the no speed limit zone this weekend, though.
Yeah.
What was the fastest year? Do you remember?
We were cooking down 75 at one point, like cooking.
90?
I'm not going to
Sometimes
say.
you have to go 90 to keep up with the rest of the people.
Well, you do, because that is the big part of it, right?
It
You don't
is.
want to be the one slowing things down
That's
and
right.
getting rear-ended, but we'll use that as my excuse when I get pulled over.
Yes, you have plenty. You have plenty of good excuses when you get pulled over. Someone who doesn't have any good excuses for anything is this Jennifer Crumbly. Yeah. Have you been following this trial?
No, but my Aunt Shay Shay is,
She on
and
it?
she gave me the play-by-play.
It's
and
being streamed on Court TV.
Yes, and according to her, all week she's like, she's guilty. Put her away. But then her attorney's closing arguments swayed her
See,
and said, you know what, as a mother and as a woman and as a career person, I got to tell you, was she negligent? Yes. Is she, guilty of a crime? I'm not sure. What do you think?
This is a tough one for me, as you know, because I'm very close to the situation.
Yes.
Is she a horrible mother? Obviously. Is she a...
You can't say all the things that you said before.
Before, yeah. Is she... What's a word I could use instead of that? She's the town bicycle.
I don't think that being a mother was a priority.
She's the town bicycle. No, she. I don't know. She's already done 2 years in jail. But do you think as a country that she needs to be prosecuted?
I mean, I'm just not qualified to even make that judgment call. I mean, I'm angry with her and her husband. I'm angry with the school. I mean, I'm angry that boy was still there that day.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing for me, right? That they didn't take him home, and then the school didn't just drag him outside and leave him outside.
I really don't understand why the police weren't called and he wasn't taken into custody. I mean, that was a threat.
Right.
That's my biggest question. And I don't know who answers that question, but I will tell you that if it were Katie or Claire, I, as their mother, would have called the police because I would have understood that they probably needed to be committed and we would need an event to help me make that happen. But I only know that because of all the freaking nightmares that I've watched unfold over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of anything, the world being like this.
It's crazy. So, I'm
curious what our viewers
I'll
think.
take a stance and say, let's go ahead and prosecute her and set an example.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
So she is being prosecuted. So,
well, she's been in jail for 2 years. Yeah, she's been in jail already for a couple years. I don't know.
And then what's her punishment? Like, what's a fair punishment
I don't know, a couple more years in jail, right? I don't know.
When does he go to trial?
I don't know.
Because I feel like that's an important piece, right? Like, what was really going on in that home?
I mean, they bought him the gun to try and make him more comfortable. So I don't know. I think I would say if it's going to potentially save people's lives in the future, let's go away and put Jennifer away for Jennifer Crumbly away for a handful of years.
I wonder what our viewers think.
I don't know.
They should email us.
It's tough. I mean,
I'm just curious.
If you look at the law, the law is one thing, but of course, when you look at the situation, everyone's got their own opinion. Weather's going to be goofy this week.
Warm.
Cold. 57 Thursday. I saw 57 on Thursday, but let's see what it looks like right now. Let's go out to Tina.
Good morning, it's Tina at Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More. Today's going to be a little chilly. Time to bundle up.
It is chilly, Tina.
It is, but the sun is trying to peek out. Look at it. It looks like a little ray of heaven right there in downtown Jackson.
Talked to some people in the building. They played golf yesterday, and you have to be a psychopath to really want to golf that bad.
I believe it, though.
It was our very own Austin.
Nice. Not even a little bit surprised. Yeah. Speaking of sports and sports season, basketball season, and basketball for yours truly. We have our third bus ride in 7 days today. My gosh. I know. Where are you going this time?
To Battle Creek Penfield.
Oh, nice.
When's the last time you've been on a school bus?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
It was a field trip.
Oh, okay.
But I said, no, I will meet you there.
Yeah.
Never again. The bumps, the exhaust, the noise is worse than I ever, and I hated riding the bus in school. Yeah. But it was more about the other kids that were on there. I don't remember the ride actually being traumatizing. It's awful.
Well, I'm really on there as like a disciplinarian, so it's even 10 times worse.
That would be really hard.
Looking forward to it today.
Yes, there is. You guys actually, you covered like a night of victory at Northwest High School. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was awesome. We had the girls and boys doubleheader. They took on Harper Creek. And the JTV production team was out there. 2 great games, 2 great wins for Northwest, and it was great. Had a chance to talk to the coaches on air afterwards, and just a fun night basketball alive and well at Northwest. So it was a lot of fun.
We're so lucky to have JTV covering this stuff.
It's a lot of work, and if you can see behind the scenes all the work that every single person involved, it's a lot of work. So we're very fortunate to have our crew. But
Where are you off to next?
Yeah, this week. So Tuesday, your alma mater, Columbia Central.
Go Blue.
The ladies, we're doing girls again.
Nice.
will take on Grass Lake.
Ooh, the Warriors are tough.
Grass Lake alum Lexi Bargasser, she played 31 minutes for Indiana yesterday against Ohio State. She slipped into the starting lineup, so very, very cool.
With 6 points, is that right?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, she's awesome. So, yeah, we'll have that on Tuesday, and then on Friday we'll have Lumen Christi versus JU hockey, and that coverage will start around 5:15. So a lot of great high school sports this weekend. Shall we look at some photos?
Yes.
Let's do that. Let's look at some photos.
I'm just going to pretend this is mine.
You have the Barton Karen Hawley Jamie McKibben Community Enthusiast Award.
Yes, and I mean, nobody is more worthy of it than your parents. I'm so glad that they were honored and
That was cool.
Yeah, noticed by their community. And I love that Jamie McKibben was a part of it because they both have
course.
similar missions
For sure.
in promoting our great community. But the night of distinction has come and gone. It was at a new venue. This was fun. And they did a good job.
They did. It was fun. You and I had I don't know if you remember this. You do remember everything. You and I had a little bit of an awkward exchange as I was walking out of the bathroom. I ran right into you.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
What if I didn't wash my hands?
I thought about that.
You don't even know what I was doing in there.
I don't.
I was just looking at myself in the mirror.
I don't. And since I was wandering around aimlessly trying to find the elevator, it was kind of like a clumsy moment. But it was good to see you, and I'm just so happy for your parents and all the people
deserving.
that were,
Dr. Lavery there.
It was
He had it was nice watching the movies and hearing people talk on video.
That's so cool.
There was a Brick Award winner, John Waldron.
Yes, nice. They're doing some great things downtown. I love it.
He's been a great friend to our family over the years.
Jeff.
Yes, there's Jeff.
Gotta love Jeff Bontrager.
One of our ambassadors. She's a big fan of the show.
Nice.
Yeah, watches every single morning.
Nice.
So,
well, good morning,
so I'm
gorgeous.
saying hello. Yep.
Oh, I was so proud of Fawn. You know, you should check out their lineup that they have for their concert series coming up this summer.
Yeah.
Yes. So they brought a really cool music festival to the area late last summer, early in the fall. And that whole idea of that award is not only did you provide something for our community, but you brought people into the community.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And of course, the Michigan Theater under construction. So yeah, the 1 year at the Commonwealth, but it turned out great. Food was awesome. I saw you over by the food. I was over by the food quite a bit.
Yeah, it looked like a work of art. And the views were spectacular. If you've never been to the City View Room is what they call it, right?
Yep.
At the top of the Commonwealth Commerce Center, CCC, go check it out for your special event. It was special.
Yeah, it was very special. That's a great way to put it. Some more photos. We had a ribbon cutting on Friday. Dr. Ekbo has opened the Michigan Total Joint Replacement Institute, and that was on Friday. Of course, you know that building.
I do.
So yeah, the ribbon cutting was Friday. So quick turnaround, and there's Tim Booth from the chamber.
That is such a great building. You
Isn't
feel
it?
more like
I
you're
love
going
the,
into a spa
Is
than
it
you
a
are.
terrazzo floor? Am I
Yes.
saying that right?
Yeah. Yep. Oh,
Very cool.
so fun. Good things happening here in Jackson.
Yeah, very good things. Very good things happening. Now, we
And-
also had the Grow Jackson Groundhog Gala.
Yes.
That was
Saturday morning.
Yeah, that was Saturday. And
It was brisk Saturday
it
morning.
was. They had over 300 runners.
Oh,
There's the executive director of Grow Jackson, Jacob Inocencio. It's a great fundraiser for their organization.
Nice.
I've talked Josh into wearing JTV stuff.
I'm really
I
excited
have
to see
him
that.
something custom coming.
Yeah?
Yes, a New Balance running jacket. It's a little lighter colored. He always wears black,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'd like him to stand out a little bit.
Nice.
And
He's the little ambassador for
yeah,
the JTV.
he's fine with that.
Nice. Well, they do such a wonderful job. It's such a great kickoff to the season. This person, a little insane.
That's Noah's friend. Is that Ben? I don't know.
I saw another great picture of him online, but I thought, you know it's cold when you have to wear winter gloves, but you're not wearing anything else.
He's wearing the OJ gloves.
Yeah, yes, the OJ gloves. I wonder if he had Bruno Mali's on too.
There's Bruce.
Oh, nice. Such a great way to kick off the day and the season.
New
So
title.
runners, start your engines. This is the beginning of the season.
New overall title sponsor for the ORS Race Series, M&K. They have elevated their sponsorship.
Nice.
So thanks to the Konopakis For sure. Yeah, it was a great race. Last year it was like -10, so it was much better conditions.
I love, real quick, Mark Konopacki, I love his story. You know, he's got 2 new knees.
Yeah.
And he did the 5K last year with his girls, and running's been a big part of his life, and he wants to make sure that it's available to everybody in Jackson County and beyond. So thank you to Mark and Christine.
Speaking of 5Ks, you and I have been like threatening to do one for 4 years. I like that. We just keep threatening to do.
I have walked 3 of them.
I have to.
Of recent.
Not officially.
Yes.
But
should we run this summer? You are a runner. You are. I mean, you were a runner.
Yeah, were. Listen.
You were.
The older I get, the better I was, and it's not good enough to still do it. So let's just keep it that way.
So we are just gonna
we'll keep
threatening to do it.
Yes.
We're not really setting the goal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to. We'll just keep threatening to until we absolutely have to. Till we have to step in.
Got it. There's some exciting things coming up.
Yeah.
Other than us pretending to run.
Yeah, there are. February 10th, there's 2 great things coming up. The Sportsman's Banquet at Jackson College is coming up. That is Saturday, February 10th. Jen, tickets are only $50.
Woo!
So that's a good deal.
And you can walk away with all kinds of cash and prizes.
You can walk away with. You can walk away fully armed if you'd like.
Yeah.
So should be a fun event. Also coming up is the Family Service and Children's Aid Cash Bash.
Ooh.
Now look at the grand prize on this one, Jennifer.
$3,500.
$3,500.
15 for second place, $750 for third. That seems like a pretty. How many tickets did they sell?
I don't know.
Well, that seems like a good way to spend $100 a ticket.
Yeah. Stick with us later in the show where Jennifer and I are going to talk to you about how we would spend large sums of money if they happen to present themselves in our lap.
Yes.
But yeah, it's the Mardi Gras Cash Bash, and it is coming up Saturday. So lots of great things happening this weekend.
Speaking of us not running and trying to get fit, the YMCA is doing all kinds of good things, including their groundbreaking is coming up. That's this week, Thursday, the 8th.
Yeah, join us for the groundbreaking. The Transformational Jackson YMCA. Cannot wait to see this. I've been in and around the building. There's been a lot of cool things happening. So yeah, it's great for our Jackson YMCA. Noon to 1, and that will be downtown at the YMCA. Our show today is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. They're in their 3rd generation, being family owned and operated. And Nate Vermeulen, if you're watching, could you bring those jerseys and shorts over to JTV by about 10:15 this morning? Thank you, Nate. That would be wonderful.
I have a sneaking suspicion he's not watching.
No, he's off today, actually. It's Monday. Nate is off today, but he could be watching. He could be. He could. We'll find out here shortly. You listen to a lot of books.
I do. Do you ever? Mm-mm. You never do.
Well, one time.
Just once. All right. Well, I was going to ask you, like, I assign, like, you've all been characters in the books that I'm reading. Like,
really?
You know, like, I assign faces to them. But of recent, I've read a couple where there are different people reading the characters. So, like, a guy is reading the guy's voice, a girl is reading the girl's voice. And I kind of love it.
Really?
But then I daydream, and I'm going 90 without realizing it. You know, like,
so
there's a little danger there. But so I was going to ask you which way you would prefer.
So
but you really don't.
I do change the voices, but I've never pictured anyone I know as playing the character in the book.
You don't?
I'm gonna have to try that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not just a SAG winner on the Hallmark Channel.
Am I a character in your books?
You're a character in a lot of my books. The books that I listen to.
Do I play the snarky jerk?
Well, occasionally.
Occasionally?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you play the, helpful helpful neighbor. Sometimes.
The helpful neighbor.
Yeah, I mean,
very good.
You've all been characters. A lot of our viewers and friends have all been characters in it. But once they assign a voice, then it makes it more difficult to assign
that's
a face to the character. Anyway, I love listening to books, and I highly, highly recommend it, especially if you're crazy busy. It's windshield time for me.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of windshield time, but it's an awesome way to do it.
I'm gonna have to do that. Brandon, you'll be the main character in a lot of the ones I listen to. I can
Brandon's
tell you that
in a
right
lot
now.
of my books.
Hey, should we get things started?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We are going to be joined by the Athena Award winner right after this quick break. Stay with us.